Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Adofo, me chia mo nyina. Me gidi say mo ho ye. Me nso me ho ye, but with challenges actually. Yeah. Ye ho ye, me name me team, me producer, me manager. Ye ho ye actually. Ye ho ye, but with challenges. With challenges. We must say it. With challenges. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing fine. You guys are doing well. Me chia mo nyina, me gidi say bibia ye okay with you, even if there is a challenge. Say bibia ye bibi nkoyi mpo a me waro chemu say nyame a what you mu no obemma ahonben. Now they are overcoming whatever challenge is there. Me chia mo, I hope you guys are fine. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you very much for making the page one of the most interesting pages on social media. In fact, why are there? I'm really grateful. All of you, the followers, those who comment, those who suggest. My friends, my Barcelona friend, I'm greeting you. Monina, me chiacha, monina, me gidi so. I know all of you are doing well by the will and the power of the Mother Universe, the Spring Being. We are here again when the realities of life are uncovered. Change is a must. You know, we told you in the previous video that the prophecy can, all this Abrahamic religion always want to look for prophecies from the other religion to support each other, but at the same time they condemn other religions to hell. I don't understand why you think Jews are gonna go to hell, but yet still you go to the book of Judaism to take your prophecies of your Messiah. I don't understand why you think Christians will go to hell and Jews will go to hell, and you still go to the book of Christians and the book of the Jews to pick the prophecies of your prophet Muhammad. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense, actually. Common sense cannot take this. But anyway, that is the game of cat and dog game that these religions are playing. I promise you in the previous video that I'm going to take you to the Quran to see how Quran mentioned that the previous books, the book of Judaism, the book of Christianity, the Torah and New Testament, has mentioned the coming of Prophet Muhammad. When the realities of life are uncovered, change is a must. Now listen to me, my dear. This is an interesting video. This is very interesting and it is very sensitive as well. Before I delve into this particular episode, I want to tell you this. There's a difference between a preacher and a scholar. This is what majority of Muslims don't differentiate. The fact that you can hold a microphone and shout at the roadside does not make you a scholar, my brother. Most of these preachers outside there, anytime they pick a microphone to speak, me, Muhammad Ali Sise Imam, I can tell you how their speech is going to end. Do you know why? Because I know where they are picking their speeches from. It is copy and paste. All the dawah, the thing they call dawah, in Islamic terminology, dawah, preaching, is a copy and paste. So anytime they are speaking, some of us know where they want to land. Some of us know where they want to land. Quite recently, I didn't even want to talk about it, but it's funny. Quite recently, I saw on one page when someone is seriously advocating that a goat has the symbol of the name of Allah on its body. Because of that, the goat is a prophet. Hey! New prophet, goat prophet. Aponche prophet. This is what you do when you don't have content anymore. And you think some people are pain on your neck and you don't want to react to their videos anymore. This is what you do. Ya saura maka da since inji Bahaushe. Ka sintanan don baka da content kuma. Content ka ya kare. Akuya aponchi prophets. That's what. Anyway, that's just by the way. So the thing is, preachers are not scholars, but they make noise. Copy and paste, copy and paste. More especially, Quran Bible preachers. Sound Quran Bible preachers. They don't read, copy and paste. All the Bible Quran preachers in Ghana, one way, copy and paste. Anytime on the debate, you can predict their debates. You can predict their quotations. Me, I can predict their quotations 100%. I can predict their debate 100%. I remember one time, my producer went to one of their debates. They love to do this debate thing. My producer went to one of their debates and he came and I asked him, what was the topic? He just took off his slippers and just sit down and tell me as usual. If not, Christianity and Islam, which one offers salvation? Is Jesus God? Is the Bible word of God? Like, you can predict them. Quran Bible preachers in Ghana from Penimfo all the way to Nketwa. Copy and paste. They repeat the same thing. So me, I can predict them easily. Menyati debate pe na me bo topics mensa ba ku betom nka gadi. Irin wadanga muna magana. Irin suku kuke son ku reply. Copy and paste. The only source or biggest source and biggest reference Ahmed did that. Ne awonya ni baby ko. Ne nchiro ye any ni debate CD awaya no eno na hwe. Efi ho na abaza Quranic. Eno a nti last stop no. Most of them don't even read the books of Ahmadiyya. They don't even have the books. They watch the CDs, copy and paste. They are not alone. Even some of Islamic scholars who preach Islam alone also copy and paste. Malaman Nigeria ke Saula Rawa shows up preach. She said, "She said we could lose was the way Akida. Where Akida kede zasu preach Tawhidi. Tawhidi kede. Tawhidi is the most easiest thing. To sit down and tell somebody that Allah is one. And also ilimi. Let's put that one aside. I don't know what triggered Christians to go look for the prophecies of the coming of Messiah, the Christ, from the Old Testament. I don't know. No, actually, not that I don't know. Actually, not that I don't know. But I'm trying to make a point here. I'm establishing a point here. So I'm saying I don't know why Christians wanted to have prophecies from the Old Testament about the coming of Prophet Muhammad by hook and crook. By hook and crook. I don't know why. I don't know what pushed them. They might not have reason for it. Christians might not have the reason. They might not have necessity for looking for verses or looking for prophecies from the Old Testament to confirm the coming of the Messiah, Jesus the Christ. They might not. They might not have it. Christians might not have a reason for it. There might be, it could be that there is nothing that necessitates Christians to go look for prophecies from the Old Testament to support the coming of the Messiah, Jesus the Christ. They might not be like that. There might not be anything that pushes them to do it. But I bet you, trust me, Muslims has reason for looking for prophecies of Prophet Muhammad from Judaism and Christianity. I repeat it. A Christopher Ebia or one reason or one near the prophecy of the coming of Jesus. Ewo Old Testament mu ebi omo ne ade ebe pushi omo ama omo akoye sa Christopher maybe omo ne bi. But ma menka asem nchiro nkramofo eyenhye e de mo omo say omo hwehwe prophecies ewo Old Testament and New Testament and fan support omo fanta the coming of Prophet Muhammad nechi. Seriously, nkramofo has the reason. They must. You know why? Because this is the Quran. Quran urged them to do that. Quran urged them to do that. You see, there's a chapter in the Quran known as chapter of Jonah, Surah to Yunus. I don't want to talk about that verse yet because there's a time for what I want to talk about. The verse in Surah to Yunus, the chapter of Jonah, this verse is saying that the verse is directly speaking to Prophet Muhammad. The verse is saying that, oh Prophet Muhammad, if you are in doubt of what has been revealed to you, ask the people who have been reading the book before you. Who are these people? Ahlul Kitab, Jews and Christians. Now it's like the Prophet of Islam is doubting some of the things. So in order for him to confirm the things that is doubting in the religion, he was urged by the Quran to go look for it in the book of the people of the book. Is this enough reason for you to see the reason why Muslims want to look for prophecies, verses that prophesy the coming of Prophet Muhammad from the Old Testament and from the New Testament? Is this not enough? No, relax. This is enough, but relax. I always have more. I have more. Brethren, listen to me attentively. This is sensitive. You see, this is showcasing and exhibiting reality. And when the realities of life are uncovered, change is a must. We are dealing with reality. That is why you see us mentioning things. You see, you will not agree with us because of your religious, emotional temperament. You might not agree with us, but you dare not to tell us that the things we are saying are not there. You can't say that. You dare not. No, waka farawa. Ka iya ba kara yi da mu domin abubuwan bai kwanta maka daidai saboda addininka na yadda, amma baka isa ka ce muna abin da muke faɗi nan babu ba. Don shi yanzu sai da ka kau da kai in ba haka nan ba ka yi bincike ka gani. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Surah to Yunus, the chapter of Jonah says, the prophet himself, the one that was giving the message himself, was asked to ask those that were reading book before him, what more you the follower? What about you? It's some kind of interesting, right? Yes, you the follower. What more about you the follower? Now, there is two verses in the Quran that pushes Muslims to go look for. Pushes Muslims to go look for the verses that prophesies the coming of Prophet Muhammad in the Old Testament, in the New Testament. There is two major verses in the Quran. One is in Quran chapter number 7, and one is in Quran chapter number 61. The one in Quran chapter number 7 is in Surah Al-Araf, verse 157. or 156. And then the one in Quran chapter number 61 is Surah to Saf, verse 6. Now, the chronological arrangement of the Quran is making me to start with the Araf. According to the chronological arrangement of the Quran, I'm supposed to start with the Araf because Quran chapter number 7 comes before all the way to Quran chapter 61. But the way the verses are being framed and constructed, I'm obliged to start with the Quran 61 because of the way the verses are obliged. Now, because the verses are like this. The one in Quran chapter 61 is talking about, is prophesying the coming of the prophet, which is said to be mentioned by Jesus Christ. And then the verse in Quran chapter number 7, which is Surah Araf, verse 156, 157, is confirming that that prophecy has been fulfilled. So if that is the term, it's just like the verse in the Bible. Hey, we are not yet there, but let me mention it. I'm not mentioning the chapter. I'm not mentioning that. I want to make the point with it. Just like the verse, the verse of the comforter, the advocator, the helper, in the John. You know, there's one verse of John is announcing his coming, and one verse in John is talking about his work. You see, this is the term. So the same thing here, the one in Quran 61 is talking about the coming, and the one in Quran Araf, Quran chapter 7, is talking about confirming that he has come and is really found in those books. So, for this matter, or for this reason, I would like to start with the 61. So, it's some kind of like this. I've capsized the term down. Because chronologically, Surah to Araf supposed to come first before Surah to Saf. I have the verses off head. Thanks to my dad, who spent a lot of his money to send me to study and learn this stuff. I have the verses off head, but for the sake of argument, for the sake of hitting harder, I have the Quran with me, and I'm gonna read out of it. I have the verses off head. If you have been following me for some time now, you will not doubt me saying I have the verses off head. And today, Arabic will be kasa, keeping in head, like what benefit? To what benefit? To some extent, yes, but am I better life? So let's start with Quran chapter number 61, verse 6. According to this verse, it is Jesus Christ who is speaking, and he's prophesying. Let's go. وَإِذْ قَالَ عِيسَى بْنُ مَرْيَمَ. And remember when Isa, the son of Mary, said. Now, mostly in the Quran, anytime you see Jesus in the Quran, is referred to as Isa ibn Maryam, Jesus the son of Mary. You know why? In Islamic religion, Jesus has no biological father. So they relate him to the mother. وَإِذْ قَالَ عِيسَى بْنُ مَرْيَمَ. And remember when Isa, the son of Mary, said, Ya Bani Israel, oh you children of Israel, Ya, oh, Yeah. Oh, Bani, children, Israel of Israel. Jesus in this verse, Quran chapter 61, verse 6, is calling the children of Israel. Oh, you children of Israel. Inni, indeed, I am Rasulullahi, the messenger of Allah, the apostle of Allah, ilaykum, to you. Oh, you children of Israel, I am apostle of Allah, messenger of Allah, ilaykum, to you. Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayya. And I came to affirm and ascertain and confirm what has come before me, mina Torah, from the Torah, the Old Testament, the Jewish Bible. I came to ascertain and confirm and affirm what is in the Torah, to fulfill what is in the Torah. Are you with me? Okay. After that, Wamubashiran, and I'm also a giver of a glad tidings. I'm a giver of a good news. I'm a bringer of a good news. Be Rasulin. And this good news is pertaining Rasulin, a particular prophet. No, not prophet. A particular apostle. A particular messenger, Yati, that will come, Mimbadi, after me, Ismuhu Ahmed. His name will be Ahmed. He will come after me. His name will be Ahmed. Or, in other words, he will be called Ahmed. Your best friend will Ahmed. Falamma ja'ahumul bayinat. Mrenu so and when falamma and when ja'ahumul bayinat, the clear signs came to them about this apostle. Qalu, they said, the children of Israel, they said, Hada, indeed this clear signs of this prophet is nothing but sihrun, magic, sorcery, mubin. It's a clear sorcery. This prophet, his signs and himself is a signs of sorcery, and they are signs of magic. This is what Jesus is said to be said here. So Jesus was prophesying the coming of Prophet Muhammad. According to this verse, by here the name is Ahmad. So, wa izu qala Isa ibn Maryam, kaimra Isa awoye Mary ni ba oka say ya bani Israel, o mo Israel, inni rasulullah ilaykum, miyanya misumani edemamu musaddiqan lima bayna yadayya, me ba be siswa katra museni edi kai ba mina Taurat ewo Torah munu eye sa na etie eye nukure, wa mubashiran, me sa be mamu good news, me sa be mamu komshe eye komsha ede bi rasulin efa osumani bi rasulin, indefinite article, nakira in Arabic. Yes. Osumani bi is not specified. Osumani bi, it could be anyone. Don't forget, historically, between Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad, it is 6 centuries and a half, 650 years between Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad. I don't want to open any door yet. I'm dealing with this. Osumani bi yati mimbadi obeba mechi ismuhu Ahmad, midin the Ahmad. Yebe friend Ahmad. As for the meaning of Ahmad, Young Fountain Chai and Sana. You see, there is this issue of okay, what am I ending? Your friend Ahmed. Falamaja ahu, mra oba yena. Audience century ni bro, bilba yina, audience century ni bro. Call Israel Mase, Hada, ye die, Sehron, eye magic. Mubin, eye befi, eye magic, or a magician. Or a magician. This is the first verse. Now, if Jesus is said to say this, probably Jesus didn't say this in the Quran. Because when Jesus was saying this, Quran was not there. Quran was not written. So Jesus didn't say this in the Quran. So if Jesus didn't say this in the Quran, it means that that means Jesus said it somewhere else. Where did Jesus say it? Then you must go to check in the New Testament, because that is where you have the records and the account of Jesus Christ's words. So you should go there and look for exact this point in there. So this is one of the reasons. This is one of the causes. This is one of the things that triggered Muslims to go look for the prophecies of the coming of Prophet Muhammad in the New Testament, because of Quran chapter number 61 verse 6. Because Jesus one can walk Quran brana Jesus kasa moving now Quran right? This is knowledge. We are sharing knowledge. If you want to stand against us, do it intellectually, not emotionally. I was insulted when I made point of distance, and people think I can't make it, I can't prove it, and I'm proving it, and I'm coming. I'm a kewa nyofe, no fe na jobu, cafe skimpe, ofe chon, agbede ofe chon. Pardon me, me pen young sometimes. Almost say me boa, me prove it ba. So, Quran chapter 61 verse 6 no near Jesus say kase obepa nechi your friend Ahmed no one can wo Quran or can wo baby nje say wo kohwe baby a wo kan ya no he fan of Jesus ne numu kasa wo he fan your account of Jesus Christ words he fan your narratives of Jesus Christ. It is in the New Testament, the gospel. So Muslims were forced to go there and look for this. They were forced to go there and look for this by hook and crook, and something came up. That is where the argument of the comforter, advocator, helper pops up from the book of John. Yes, we are not yet there. But there is two problems here. I want to put the other problem in the fridge. I want the other problem to be in the fridge and chilling. But I will mention one. Now, according to this verse, Jesus said, Inni Rasulullah. I am Rasul. Now, in Islam, there's a difference between Rasul and Nabi. Rasul is a messenger. Nabi is a prophet. But in Islamic technicalities, Rasul is the one that has been sent to the whole world. Rasul ewa Quran muni Islam munu obi a yesoma no ya dia ma amansan ewiase nyina. Nabi ne yesoma no ya dia ma ne nkrofo nkoa. Now ahana Jesus ka say oni ya Rasulullah no. According to Islam, Jesus is not Rasul, Jesus is Nabi. Jesus yansoma no amfa ma ewiase nyina according to Islam. But here, Jesus say or a Rasul, which qualify him to be a prophet to the whole world. So here, this verse is contradicting the belief of Muslims about Jesus Christ. This is the serious blow, and this is number one blow. Should I take it again? I when a serious blow, because according to Islam, no, Jesus Christ, Yesumano de ma Israel for pe, and they are able to go look for the verse that says Jesus Christ was sent only for the lordship of Israel. Verse no, nkramofo de ball mu ho asafo hene, omo de ball mu ho nsamrane, nkramofo de ball mu ho nsamrane. Nti so in Quranic terminology, any Islamic theology terminology no, and can say verse we enka say inni nabiyullah, because oye nabi ne juma ne prophet with any ne juma yesuma no say ombeya no, it was only limited for the children of Israel and yet the whole world. For that matter, he cannot be Rasul in the Quran. He cannot be Rasul in understanding of Islam. So this verse is contradicting Islamic belief. Believe na kramofo woma edema Jesus Christ no verse we e contradicting, but omu enu ye omo dwane gidigidi e kwa akohwehwe bebia e confirm Ahmad ne coming no. When a problem number one. When a problem number one, I make a massam. That the second problem no got to do with the name Ahmad. That one cannot be tackled until we get to the chapter, the verse in the book of John. So we a first verse. And the verse we kahuna nkramofo preachers, especially the so-called Quran Bible preachers. Any Bible more verse is prophesizing the coming of Prophet Muhammad. Well, this is what pushed them. Let me take you to the last verse in Quran chapter 1. So this is making an announcement and prophesizing the coming. Now the next verse I'm going to take you through is the verse that is confirming that he has come, and it has confirmed that it is in there. Now listen to me. Quran chapter number 7, Surah Al-Araf. Verse 157 precisely. 157 precisely. Now this is what the verse says. The verse is talking about some people that has faith, people that are believers. They are omujidie waso amoya ni papa. And on a verse no eka mwasem. Now this is what the verse is saying. Verse let's say Alladhina ejidie fuono omuni alladhina, they are those that yattabi'una rasula. They are those that follow, or they are those that are following a rasula, the messenger, not the prophet, the messenger, the apostle, and Nabi al-Ummi, who was the unlettered prophet. This is the word Ummi. This is the main and the famous interpretation of the word Ummi, the unlettered prophet. Alevi, that unlettered prophet that yajidunahu maktuban indahum. That unlettered prophet is the prophet that yajidunahu, they found him maktuban. His name is written. Maktuban, they found him written in the womb with them, written with them. Fit Taurati, in the Taurat, which is Torah, the Jewish Bible. Wal Injil, the Gospel, the New Testament. The Gospel and the New Testament. And this is his work. Ya'muruhum bil ma'ruf. He encouraged them to do positive deeds. وَيَنْهَاهُمْ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ, and he stops them from doing negative deeds. وَيَحِلُّ لَهُمُ الطَّيِّبَاتِ, and then he made good things lawful for them. وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ, and he forbid bad things upon them. وَيَضَعُ عَنْهُمْ إِسْرَهُمْ, and he lifts their burdens upon them. وَالْأَغْلَالِ الَّتِي كَانَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ, and the chains that are binding them. In a nutshell, it means he came to free them. He came to give them freedom. He came to guide them and came to give them freedom. And he says, فَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِهِ, those that believe in him, وَأَزَّرُوهُ, and stand by him, وَنَصَرُوهُ, and supported him, وَاتَّبَعُوا النُّورَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ مَعَهُ, and followed the light that was revealed or was descended with him. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ, they are the lucky ones. The point here is that يَجِدُونَهُ مَكْتُوبًا, they found him written in their book, At-Tawrat, the Torah, the Old Testament, Wal-Injil, and the Gospel, the New Testament. He's written there. Nehunsam ewum, omwanya nehunsam ewum. These verses are the reason why Muslim scholars are looking for the verses in the Bible, both the Old Testament and the New Testament, to confirm the coming of Prophet Muhammad. This one, Quran chapter number 7, verse 157, is saying Torah and Injil, Old Testament and the New Testament. His something about him is written there. Verses menui, and in a man come for I got to share Prophet Muhammad himself our Bible. Adofo mi be wie, mi ba be wie no, mi pese me ka asem nkyere mo. E no na me de be wie. According to Islam, At-Tawrat, the Torah, the Old Testament, has been corrupted, has been mutilated, has been destroyed, has been dismantled. According to Nkramofo, Old Testament asay, Jew for asay Old Testament. Atitia pansan, anti sisia na mu kwa kohwehwe Prophet Muhammad ne nkomhye ewo Old Testament Torah munu. Is it the time that the Torah was mutilated and destroyed that you're going to look for the prophecy there, or after it was mutilated? Old Testament now, according to Kramofo, I say, I condemn it. And the question then say, Old Testament now, I condemn yatitia pansaino. Oh, kwa kohwehwe prophet ni nkomhye ewo mu ayeden. Or were you looking for it? The prophecy of the coming of Prophet Muhammad, were you looking for it in the original Old Testament na enye corrupti eno emu na ohwehwe ana nia acorrupt numu na ohwehwe? Well, Bible na mu Bible Quran preachers mukita mu koti the confirm me established point to say I prophesize the coming of Prophet Muhammad. No. Is that the corrupted Bible or the original Bible? If it is the corrupted Bible, if it is the corrupted Torah that you are proving the prophecy of the coming of Prophet Muhammad, then that prophecy is also a corruption. A corrupted prophecy leads to a corrupted prophet. A corrupted prophet leads to a corrupt religion. It is knowledge. It is intellectuality. Second point, the Injil, the gospel, the Arabic name for the gospel is Injil, the New Testament. Nkramofo said the New Testament is also corrupted. Now, the New Testament now a corrupted, you know. O prophets, the prophets who are you looking for the prophecy of your prophet in the corrupted New Testament? Or you are looking for the prophecy of your prophet in the original New Testament? The New Testament you use to preach at the roadside. The New Testament you use as a Bible Quran preacher, as you call yourself comparative preachers, no. The New Testament you use to preach at the roadside, no. Is that the corrupted New Testament? If it is the corrupted New Testament, and it is from the corrupted New Testament that your prophet Muhammad prophecy is coming from, then your prophet prophecy is corrupted prophecy. A corrupted prophecy leads to a corrupted prophet. A corrupted prophet leads to a corrupted religion. When these Bible preachers are hitting Christians and condemning the Bible, I laugh at them. If you are a comparative preacher, be careful with your words. Be careful with how you lambast Bible and lambast Christianity. Because when you lambast and degrade Bible to zero, you are indirectly degrading your Quran and your Islamic religion. But because you are doing it with emotions, you are not doing it with intellect, you can't see. Yes. This is the two verses that lead Muslims to go look for the prophecies by hook and crook, by force, in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And according to Islam, these two books are corrupted. What are you looking for in the corrupted books? Why can't Allah just give you a sign, a different sign, just that things will be fine? You are going to a corrupted books. Each question that I ask, would you be that's a intellect, clear, fine? Come and answer the questions. Now, dear followers and viewers and listeners, thank you very much. You see the verses that push Muslims to go look for prophecies of Prophet Muhammad in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Now, they have the ladder that they climb to the place. The next time you see us, we're going to discuss. We'll start by discussing those prophecies in the Bible that they mention and see, are they really talking about Prophet Muhammad, or is some kind of joke somewhere? We'll do it for you. You know how we do it. You know, we open it when the realities of life are uncovered. Change is a must. Thank you very much for watching. Until we meet again, I say to you, bye-bye.